having abundance. Abundance is a sense of eternal sufficiency, okay, for whatever you need to maintain yourself, protect and maintain yourself. Okay. Now, normally we think of that as, not normally, but the way, I guess it's so normally. We've been trained to mean enough money, resources, investment to take care of your body until you leave it. So basically the whole life is about the body. Well, obviously, because we do have these bodies, we're living in the realm of bodies. When we really are abundant, what we mean is that there is an abundant flow, an abundant resource, an endless supply of what we really desire, which is this absolute freedom of anxiety, freedom of fear and worry, freedom of sickness and death and disease. We see that is the nature of yourself already. And when we believe that love is a sex, or sex is love, or whatever, it's almost like everything is, in a sense, to try and make love shallow, when absolute love is who we are. And we are self-sufficient in the sense that each of us is already connected with the source of absolute love eternally. And that there's always an abundance of love, of happiness, of compassion, of joy, of all kinds of levels of experience of who you are. And our nature, Sat Chit Ananda, according to the Vedas, is explaining the nature of the soul. We're made of eternity, consciousness, bliss, and a form to express through vigraha. And so a symptom of our soul is a feeling, because we're feeling beings, we're feeling bodies. That's why everything's about emotion. And they're trying to get fear and pain and anxiety and emotion and terror and then depression and excitement and just going like this. And what happens is with so much input and so much stuff, everybody's like, not everybody, but it's allowing all of that to jerk us around and make us feel like we have lack. And aren't, because we're lacking self-satisfaction. And that takes being alone with yourself, without electronics, without others. It's best, as far as I'm going to be in nature, and somehow make a place in your home with some plants, somehow to give you that, and have that feeling of it. And that's your sacred meditation place, doing your breathing exercises, however you need to do that, and nature listening, like the sound of the water. And then you just listen and sense and start going deep within yourself. Aside from the dog and pony show, the light show, in fact. And when you're in your beingness, then you take your power back. And to know that you're never in scarcity. There is no lack or limitation. It's just a concept. To know how this one works, imagine it, feel it, know it, be it, have it. But what happens is when we, in a sense, misuse our power by directing it to the fear-based thoughts, beliefs of the mind, generated by the mind, you then place your consciousness into a virtual reality, overlay, veil, like a virtual, perverted shadow reflection of the true divine. So it gets covered. And we must uncover that. And that's when we have knowledge of who we are and we can study and help us to remember and to empower ourselves through our knowing and our direct relationship with the divine. Okay. And you have abundance. You already have abundance. And what people tend to do is wait until they have what they think is abundance before they're happy, peaceful, playful, who they are. And that takes your aloneness. And that's why you can take a meditation class, whatever, come to a retreat, whatever you need. But you're your only and best investment. And we weren't meant to be on an assembly line. No, this is not who we are. And only you can do this. And your divine is with you. And as you build that with that part of you that you're part of, you experience your abundance. And you are in a continual state